Right, everyone. WeaponCollector right, that failed the first time, so that confused me. So yeah, it should be on now. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Saturday stream. So I'll be on till 11:30. Yeah. About it really. So yeah, I'll go over the comments in a minute. Don't forget, if you ever wanted to support this channel, there's a Patreon account where you can have your name up on the board there. You can see a couple of names there. Paul, and that one there is Dwayne Myers, XDM50. And also, if you shop at either GearBest, Amazon, Amazon.us, and Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk, or eBay UK, if you shop at any of those places, before you do, go to my link and use my link to go to the website, and then buy anything you want. Don't have to be weapon related, or even what's in the links if you use the other links. Buy anything you want, anytime, from those links, and I'll get a percentage of what you spend at no cost to you whatsoever. So you support me that way, and it helps out massively actually, because it's things like that that help me do a lot of the videos. So otherwise I just wouldn't be able to buy anything, or So yeah, that's about it. There's also, if you ever wanted to do a PayPal donation, just email me if you want. Right, I'll see you over at the comments now. Right, press play there. Right, Marcus. It's easier if I put the slow mode on straight away nowadays, because it gets too much after a while. And then by the time I've put the slow mode on, people have put about 20 comments on. So it's only 20 seconds. That's not too bad. Right, good not see. And all right, Tony. What you lot been doing today? Anything? I ain't really done a lot today. To be honest, I ain't done fuck all today. Literally, we sat here all day long. Cleaned up a bit. Right, Stu. Weapon Survival. Good to see you on, mate. Peachinator, you right? Yeah, I don't think I've done anything. Glow in the dark, you right, mate? I said hello, mate. I was just watching your EDC vid and then this popped up. Nice. Eastern Roman Empire, right? It's a name I hadn't seen before. And Liam. He said, don't forget to like the stream. Tell you what, those premieres seem to work quite good. That meant that got that video, that EDC video, that got a load of likes before it was even out, which was good. I reckon them premieres could be handy for me, because hopefully that'll be like these, where it registers as a lot of comments. So it should now think that that EDC video had over 100 comments, I'd assume, or however many it would be, rather than the usual 20. I normally get about 40 on a video, 20 of them are me replying. But no, I enjoyed the premieres. They're quite good, aren't they? And Marcus said the premieres were great, mate. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? It's a nice way. It's a nice way for me to chat with you lot and us to have a chat like this. But yeah, I've got a type as well. But sometimes I prefer that anyway. I don't want to keep doing these constantly. But it's nice to join in with you lot. Yeah. I reckon yours would go quite madly. And Richard, you right? Bullfrog's on, you right, mate? Eastern Roman Empire. Got a question. Do you have any stab vests? Do you recommend? What do you recommend for people? Yeah, I've got a stab vest. I would recommend, depending on how much money you've got. I would say getting the surplus ones off of eBay. You can get something really good and extremely cheap. Yeah, for like next to nothing. If you've got the money, you can buy a brand new one for like 500 quid, and they'll be really up to date and really good. But an old ex-police one will be just as good, and you'll get it for 1/10 of the price. Oh yeah. He said, yeah, the premieres are good. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do more premieres. Tony, right, mate? He said, what do you guys think of poaching? Just saw a clip on YouTube where police resources are stretched chasing poachers. Poaching has been around since Robin Hood does. I suppose it all depends the level of poaching. If they're going, one bloke one bloke shooting a rabbit or something, or shooting a couple of rabbits. I don't think there's really that much that bad with that. But when you get these people going along with dogs and air rifles and guns and doing shit like that, I think that's a bit out of order, really, isn't it? But it is a bit, yeah. It probably doesn't need as much police trying to stop it as they do. I don't know though. Logan, you right, mate? Jeans and jumper. Lone Dark said to me and Liam by looks of it. Oh no, Weapons Stuff. Mike put me onto your channel. Enjoy watching it very much. Interesting to find out more about gas masks. Love the old Soviet stuff. Yeah, Liam's channel's good, isn't it? He's very good with them gas masks. You like that kind of stuff, you know. Well, even if you don't, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not massively into gas masks, but or a lot of that kind of stuff. But I do watch all of Liam's videos. I enjoy watching him. You don't have to. I think you don't have to be into the things totally to like someone's videos as well. I'm not saying, you know what I mean though. But yeah, yeah, a good channel. Marcus said I was in your neck of the woods this week, Mike. Bletchley Park, nice. Well, actually going there was you or in that area? Eastern Roman Empire, a 10th. That's a bloody bargain. Yeah, you can get. Richard's answered both. Those ex-police ones can be bought for 60 quid and under. Yeah, and a proper new, really good one could be 600 quid. Double sell booze on, you right, mate? Bullfrog, I don't know what you're right, but every single time you put a message, it has to be fucking approved. Every single time. Well, apart from when you say hello. Right. Weapons and Stuff was saying to glow in the dark. Glad you like it. Got an Avon M50 recently. The mask the British Army was meant to buy and didn't. Interesting to see how our armed forces got shafted into having a worse mask. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. That'd be interesting. Glenn Dark said, yeah, Liam's a good guy. He is, isn't he? Bullfrog said, I saw a biplane land on the Downs grass airstrip on my walk today. It was proper close, hitting the top of a hill. I love the free air shows. I always get the piece without all the retards. That's weird. Retards must have got that block then. Strange. I wouldn't have said that should have been blocked. It's funny though. You do. Yours get they always have to be approved for some reason. Bristol said, is there any life on here, as you know? It looks like there's plenty today. Actually, I've got the top chat on. Let me change that to the live chat. We are being a bit more order now. That's interesting, though, Bullfrog. That must have been an interesting thing to see. Marcus, yeah, for the day. Oh, £18.50. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I'd pay that. Yeah. Bullfrog, I'll try and edit a video. You can see Dungeness Power in it. Nice. I've still got my SL10 with prescription lens fitted. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, but you'd struggle to get someone like that, wouldn't you? Eastern Roman Empire said to Liam, just subbed. I got my first gas mask video recommended to me the other day. Union Jump said to Marcus, hi mate, I've got crap internet connection last few weeks. Glad to be back. I think I'll get a gas mask to answer the door to trick or treat. That'd be a good idea for that. I might have to do that. Be honest, as soon as it's trick or treat, I fucking come up here, turn the light off, pretend I'm fucking asleep. We get quite a lot round here because of the sort of area we live, and yeah, drives me up the wall, won't it? Well, I won't do it. I was just say I'm not answering the door. Be honest, the thing is, I don't mind the trick or treaters. It's having to keep talking to people that I don't really want to. That I'm not in the mood to talk to loads and loads of people all night long, constantly. The trick or treaters don't bother me. The kids don't. But yeah, I have to talk to their parents because obviously it's all people we know. Yeah, so I have to spend 3 hours a fucking night or more talking to people. Half of them you can't tell who you're talking to. What a strange comment. I won't mention it. Liam would have seen it there. Right, where am I? They're not Z said, I watched an old video of tactical bushcraft about crossbow pistol penetration. The old Tomcat. It was rather interesting. Yeah, do you know he comes back on here occasionally? You know, as what's his name now? Simon It's Simon. I know that. He might, if he comes on tonight, I'll tell you. Did you ever see him when he was on again? He did some really good crossbow videos, didn't he? He was the sort of main bloke to go to if you ever wanted that kind of stuff back in them days. When stuff said to Eastern Empire, seems totally random when YouTube decides to recommend me or not. Often get a spike in views, and why did YouTube recommend me this? Yeah. Weapons Survival said, has anyone bought stuff off Pell Packs before? Just wondering if they're decent. Yeah, I think Bullfrog, didn't you buy from Pell Packs? Isn't that where you got your M4 from, or whatever it was? I'm gonna buy from there, I think, Stu, because it looks like that'd be a good place to get. Is that so you can get air rifles delivered to your house? Don't know if that's the place. Bullfrog said, the Downs, you can see the grass airstrip from the top, as well as Dungeness in the distance. My last video was of the airstrip. I'll have to check that out. Is the stream still on? It went quiet for a bit then. Endo 11, you alright, mate? He said, yellow from Canada. I ain't got no coffee today, everyone. I'm just sticking to water tonight. Richard Smith said, I locked my gate during Halloween. Yeah, I don't blame you. Good idea. Granddad, I totally agree with you about trick-or-treaters. They call it guising, pronounced guising in Scotland. I normally just leave a huge box at the front for the sweets. A little stuff. That's a good idea. Yeah, save knocking on the door. Marcus said, just looked up Pell Packs, interesting, and then Weapons Survival said, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm going to use them, I think. I'm sure, Bullfrog, didn't you use Pell Packs? Crystal said, the red back crossbow today was hitting a target 75 foot away. What a powerful... Oh, no, they're brilliant. The other day, I did a fucking video. I sometimes forget how powerful they are. And the other day, I was doing a video for this light underneath that I got sent. See it there? You probably won't be able to see it very well. And anyway, and that's the camera mount on the top, so I could film it. And I was going to shoot at night. I was going to shoot some milk bottles, you know, milk jug things. And I shot straight through the first one, and the fucking bolt went flying across the garden. And I thought, fuck, I forgot it was that powerful. Yeah, I heard it sort of ricochet off right down the end of the garden. I thought it was going to knock the bottle over. It just went straight through the bottle, didn't even move it. Right, where am I? Bullfrog Endo 11 said got 4.56 of duty paid government weed today. Nice. Eastern Roman said YouTube's weird in that way. Anyway, I got to dash. Have a good stream, lads. See you later, mate. Sorry the name being way too long. Nah, that's all right. I'll call you Eastern from now on. Bullfrog said to Weapons Survival, you pay for the dealer to come out to your door. I think it's 18 quid delivery, but it's better than getting it sent to a gun dealer. Yeah, I'd be prepared to do that. You know, yeah, I think it's like 20 quid in it. Yeah, adding an extra 20 quid to get an air rifle delivered, I think that's fine. That wouldn't bother me. Endo 11 said in Ontario, close to Ottawa. Nice, mate. Atomic Commando, you right? Lim Tabu said, I'm so poor where I live, the trick-or-treaters put sweets through our letterbox. Pete said, nice, it looks magnetic. Oh, what that, what the light, you mean? Yeah. Good little low profile thing, isn't it? Moon Dark said, what's up with the talk of Dungeness? I was based there before Dawn Ray and Aldermaster. I think that's where Bullfrog was filming recently, or had been there. Did not see, so I don't get bothered by trick-or-treaters. All the neighbours think I'm mad. They might be right, and the kids keep away from me. The local madman when we was kids was great. He used to give us fags and fireworks. Yeah, when we used to go around his house. He was the first person you'd go to get your fags and your fireworks from this bloody nutcase around the corner. He's the only person who'd do that. No one else would. Weapons Survival said to Bullfrog, yeah, sounds good, mate. Pete said I had to pay 20 quid for the Red Rider. Oh, yeah, you did it as well, didn't you, Pete? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that, I think that's a perfectly acceptable thing to do nowadays. You know, in the old days, you'd say, fuck off, I'm not paying fucking extra 20 quid to get it delivered. But it's the only choice you got nowadays. For me, it'd be a lot more bother getting it sent to a gun dealer who I wouldn't trust, because all the local ones around here, I don't trust them now. Or, you know, it's not that I don't trust them, but I just know what they're like, really. It's hard to explain, but if they're prepared to sell you guns that are overpowered, you know, I'm not going to let them take a delivery for me. Like I said, if you buy from a gun dealer's shop, there's no fee, is there? No, but me personally, I suppose if you live near one, see, for me, I'd have to drive for at least half an hour, 45 minutes to get there, get it, and you got to bring it back, you know, all that. I'd rather just have 20 quid extra. You know, really, it's not that much, really. Tony said, how many foot-pounds does the crossbow put out? Well, I don't know, Tony, but I suspect that one may be putting out something like 35 foot-pound, possibly. I don't know. Wolf says, stop fussing, just set up tripwires all over your porch, drive, or pathway to the house, then stick paintball guns out the windows and shoot them. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah. As I've said, saw even on proper UK Amazon earlier, they had illegal hidden blades for sale. Yeah, fuck's sake. Rises, you done it. Glenn Dark said, Dawn Ray is pronounced Doon Ray. That's a picture of it on my icon. It's a Rolls Royce where the test reactors for submarine HMS Vulcan. Doon Ray. If I say it right next time, that'll be a miracle. Mark said, I've got one near me. Oh, that's good. Yeah, if you've got one near you, you know, that's, you know, and you trust them and you like them, I'd get it sent there. But my local ones was selling my brother overpower air rifles, and Malcolm got fucking convicted of firearms offence for it, and them cunts don't even get mentioned by the police. You know what I mean? How's that fair? Atomic Commando said, my mic isn't working at the minute, so no proper videos for a while. Nah, that's a pity. You'll have to get one. The one I bought was something like less than a tenner. Yeah, it worked. It's good enough. He said, oh yeah, it's coming up to bonfire night and the firework time. Yeah, I'll shoot my blank revolver soon. Yeah, good idea. Best time for it, innit? Check. He said, hello, handsome. Right, mate. Then he said, when you think about it, it's been strange that you can only get 12 foot-pounds, but you can get a £300 plus draw weight crossbow without trouble if you can afford one. Yeah, it's, you know, it's always surprising and weird, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that not that one, this one, I keep pointing over, this is shooting at 30 foot-pound. I think that's just me working things out and thinking it is. Mark said, wow, that's bad news from Mark, right? Yeah, you know, it's funny, isn't it? But, yeah, you know, this was a couple of years ago. Ground Art said, at least you guys in English can still buy air rifles without a certificate, unlike up here. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it, for you lot? That'll happen down here eventually, and I'll have to get one, I suppose. Yeah, there's Bullfrog's message needs fucking approving like usual. Bullfrog said, guns are a rip-off. Gun shops are a rip-off. Pale packs, you get the gun cheaper, even with the postage. Local gun shop trying to sell them shitty Rambo knife hollow handles with survival kits for 40 quid. They are RP at 15. And Do 11 said, shot them all. Shot them all. But yeah, from what I was saying, Marcus, yeah, that's why I don't trust the guns, my local gun shops, because I don't trust them to I don't think they're decent people, so I wouldn't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? I've said, my local gun shop prices stuff very well, at least the rifles themselves. Accessories they charge a bit more for. Hardly they don't stock all that many air rifles, mostly shotguns and rifles. Yeah, I think the one we had, it was funny thing, it was like that. It was reasonably well priced for the rifles and that, and the pistols. I bought quite a few air pistols from them. But I tell you what was overpriced with them. Any knives you bought, all of their lock knives and that was all like, seemed like they doubled the price of what they should be. Marcus said, Mike, I thought about why that video didn't work when you shot it with the bolt. Wasn't high speed camera. Said it was like lagging recording. Yeah, it probably was that. Came in it, smashed the camera. Still didn't even get the footage, but yeah, you're right. It probably was that. Atomic said to me, I can do videos on my phone, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Oh, Pete said, can't wait to use my blank gun. I've never used it before. It's a 308. Nice. What is it? A revolver? I had a 38 revolver. I had one that you could it had sleeves in it, so you could fire, I think, 38 and 45 caliber blanks. But I'd never had any 45 caliber blanks. I think it was that anyway. But yeah, they had a sleeve that you put in to put the smaller blanks in. You could shoot either. And 11 said, that's a killer little bow, man. Yeah, good, isn't it? These are great, these are. Richard said, I've seen air rifle dealers selling air rifles in the UK claiming 1,000 foot-pound for 177 and 800 for 22. At those speeds, you know they are breaking the 12 foot-pound limit. Yeah, I wouldn't buy from them. Yeah. Thing is, though, you do buy from these shops assuming that they're selling you what is legal, you know, and they might not be. And if you haven't got a, but I don't think a person, we buying guns shouldn't have to crony you. We should just be able to rely on a shop, a gun shop, someone with a, you know, firearms license, that they're selling us a legal gun, you know. He said, the thing is, I don't like the idea of having to give all that personal info to buy an air rifle. You'd have to be blind not to tell them I'm over 18. Yeah. Pete said, yeah, snub nose with a real cylinder. Nice. I think that may, you have to send me a picture. If you look at my old videos, you'll see my old one. Endo 11 said the Who or Led Zeppelin. I'd say the Who. Caboose, you're right, mate. He said to Richard Weaponsmith, I would buy a 12 foot pound plus. What are the chances of getting in trouble? I would buy a 12 foot. Well, I wouldn't personally, because, well, thing is, you know, if you do get caught, you get done for it, and you'll get done for you know, firearms offences, basically. Actually, I'm going to remove that. Let's not discuss stuff like that anyway. Don't answer that one, Rich, just so we're not, I don't want us all talking about stuff like that. Bullfrog said, is it the profanities that get my comments need approval? The stuff I said on Twitch was about the Sims 4. I don't know, Bullfrog. Yeah, I think, I must admit, you have put a swear word in every single comment. That's all it was. No, I was surprised. I noticed it yesterday. Every single time you wrote a comment, it was coming up needing approval. But I think it is just because you're in the habit of always putting the word shit or something in there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. But Mark said the firearms conviction is very serious. Yeah. I've deleted that now. Just, it's all right, Caboose. I just let's not discuss that kind of thing. How some of you would and some of you wouldn't. I mean, it should just be we don't and we're not going. Everyone on their 20-second delay at the minute then. Suddenly all gone quiet again. I want to look at the participants who we've got on. So we've got Atomic, Bullfrog, Caboose, Endo 11, Marcus, Peach, Richard, Liam, and Zed Not Z. Endo 11 said 454 est. I don't know what that means, mate. As I've said, someone I vaguely know got a firearms offence. That was a bit unfair. Had a gun pointed at him, grabbed it off the guy and fired it into the air. Then called the police and got done for discharging. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. All right, Caboose, it's all fine. It's just, you know, I don't want anyone, you know, getting themselves in trouble or look like we're discussing things that would be potentially dodgy. You know what I mean? It's all right. Just carry on. You know. Where am I? Tony said, Mike, you on the vodka? No, just water tonight. Oh, sorry, Endo 11 said Eastern Standard Time. Nice. Yeah, so I get so sort of engrossed in the chat. I sometimes, yeah. So 4:54 Eastern Standard Time. Nice. Yeah, it's 11. It's 9:55 here. He said 11. Even if I don't agree with some laws, I make it my job to follow them. Exactly. That's a good thing. Which, yeah. Exactly right. Like I said, a bit unfair, more like very unfair. Exactly. Yeah, mad, isn't it? That's quite insane, really. Shame, you know. Atomic said, "Do you play Stalker?" No, I've never played Stalker, mate. I don't think my PC is good enough to play it. I've got like a very basic computer, like an office computer, that's good enough for this stuff. Weapons, I've said, apparently he should have known in the heat of the moment to take the cartridges out and lay the gun down. Like I said to Endo 11, do you ever get down to Toronto? Going Dark said, if the police even get a sniff of a gun involved, it will end up being put out onto an intelligent database and haunt you for the rest of your life. Take it from me, you need to be very careful. Endo 11 said, my brother has a condo in Hamilton. Wolfram said, I ordered a mint condition pre-owned copy of that Metal Gear game you're playing off eBay today. Nice. I think you'll like that. It's a good game. You didn't, well, from what I showed you a lot, I didn't show you a lot, but the problem was I'd already played it and probably done 250 hours worth of it before I came and got it on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, good game. Women's Wives said, have any company stole your design for the Redback Quiver yet, Mike? No, not yet, not yet. Probably soon though. Just if I could prove, if I could prove that I invented them before, which I probably could, and then I'll get some no win, no fin solicitor in. See if I can make some money. Cheers for deleting them comments, Liam. I mean, you do it so quick, I don't even need to see them. I appreciate that. Right, where was I? Marcus said glow in the dark. Said to glow in the dark precisely. Well said. Tom said that's a shame. Stalker's stupidly good. I'll check it out one day if I get a computer that'll play it, or if someone tells me they reckon my computer could play Stalker, Liam. Slingshot Warrior, right, mate? Not Z said, in the 80s, a local fellow saw a plod getting the crap beaten out of him, so he jumped off his bike, grabbed his bike pump, and used it to beat off the attackers. He continued. Right, where's his comment? He hasn't finished it off yet. Sabu said, can't wait for fireworks night. Like Kim Kardashian, I'll have getting my arsenal out. Krista said, can you paint the Redback Quiver? Well, possibly, but do you have to pay for proper paintings? I don't know. That's what I ought to do though. Dan Meakin, he said, can we see the revolver with the stock on it, please? Not tonight. If you go on my channel, there should be a video of it though. I'm not getting any guns down tonight, sadly. So I can't tonight. I've said file patents. Yeah. Caboose said, what are those shotguns on the wall? Antiques, replicas, blank fires. Blank firers. Well, and a BB gun. Things that wanted. Have you ever thought about making shields? Yeah. Look on my channel. I made a small buckler shield. Then I have a spike that you can use for protecting yourself against knives and punching people. And then we tested the idea of doing the fucking polycarbonate one, didn't we? Yeah, I'm going to make some shields soon. Endo 11 said 457 now, bang. Bristol said, Gone Dragon Denmark. Said, on very low settings out of the game. Not G said the plod got up, arrested him for using an offensive weapon. Didn't even say thanks. The fellow got fined 100 quid. Said next time he just watched an laugh. That's sad. Oh, God. Wolfhawk said, keeping up with the Kardashians. That makes some sad face. I promised myself tonight I wouldn't get no guns down, so I've got to stick to it. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Should have a video of it though. Have a look on my channel. You'll see some videos of it. I lied. I did get something down. I got that down, but that's different. Window 11 said, Sons of England. That making said, where'd you get the blank fire guns from? The only ones I could find look like toys. Well, I ain't got no blank fires anymore. But when I did, they was bought years ago when you could still buy the proper looking ones, you know, the black ones. And nickel coloured ones. Yeah. Nowadays you can't get, you know, without some kind of licenses or whatever it is. You can only get the orange ones. Atomic said, tip, if you get stalker, the first thing you want to do is get the bear detector and find some artifacts and sell them. Cheers. Thinks what I should do wants to keep up with those hoes. I've said to Dan, need a time machine for RIFs now about a license. Excuse. Dumb Sabu said, if Mike don't want to get the guns down, you must mean he ain't wearing any trousers. Yeah, doing that old trick. No, but no, I got along. I don't know, something just told me not to be waving guns around on camera today, pointing them at things. Where am I? Ding Jump says, sorry to mention food, but sausages and bean casserole grated less top. Guys, it was you lot. I've just freshly eaten anyway, so I'm alright. I should be right at the end of the stream as well. It sounds good though. Taylor Shaw, you're right, mate. He said, reference to EDC today. Tactical pen ever clipped to my right pocket. Thanks for the original chip. Hey, look at that. Always there. Bullfrog said, Redback is out of position, Mike. You're not ready for window attacker. Yeah. Got a camera on it as well, so I can film them as well today. There's no camera in there, really. Pete said, if you want a real-looking gun, just buy a cool air pistol or rifle. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I would do now. If I want to get any more realistic-looking guns, I think I'll have to go with CO2 air pistols. Yeah, you can get a CO2 air pistol that looks real now, can't you? Yeah. Shot Warrior, he's just saying hello to Mark. Jumpsuit, thanks for the vision. I'm just eating. Mike said, cream of chicken gopper soup for me. Now pack of crisps. I'll be honest, all I've ate today was crap. My healthy eating goes out the window for at least one day a week, and I don't think I've ate a single fucking vegetable today. When I said the red shirt has upped its camo today, yeah. Right, where am I? Marcus said to things that I'm going to make one of Matt's bird trap. Well, that'd be interesting. Do you put videos on, Marcus, or not? I can't remember. Number Sabu said, hey Mike, you want that Reliant Ant I bought my son for 75 quid? It's apparently worth 3 to 4k with an MOT. Nice. Oh, you know, not you want. You know that. You know what? That's the first time I've ever even seen one of them. So, yeah. That'd be interesting seeing that come along. Endo 11 said England solid. Richard said, gonna try and make some PVC sheaths for my knife soon. I've made a PVC sheath before, Rich. It does work all right. It's slightly harder to work than Kydex, but it's the exact same principle. I reckon the stuff I did was just a bit too thick. That was all. If you look on my videos, you'll actually see a video. Just put in PVC sheath and you'll see it. Endo 11 to look at that emerald. Tomic said, my brother is an idiot. We were watching Fred's and people were starving, and he said, why can't they just go to the shop? So I reckon that red shirt is a dead Star Trek security fella. That's why he's hiding it. Didn't want the authorities to see he's got a phaser. It is. It's just hanging down there as well, just underneath. Mark said, Signature Warrior, I'll get a load of wood pigeons in my garden. No videos, my edit. Oh, yeah, you want me to do the editing video, don't you? I will get around to doing that one day. Signature Warrior said, hard-boiled eggs are healthy and good to eat when pumping iron. I don't do much pumping iron. Not yet. When I've lost a bit more weight, I will, though. I was going to say something rude, but I thought no better not. Changed my mind halfway through. That was going to be a joke about pumping something, and I stopped. Says, I'd like to see you make a decent spear, Mike. Imagine you could do it without any welding. I have got that on the list. This is getting around to doing it. But weirdly enough, now you've mentioned it, and Richard, someone else, maybe Slingshot, I actually was thinking about it last night. Yeah, I'll do one soon. It's getting the pole. That's the main thing for me. Unless I go the really, really long-winded way and actually get a fucking 3x3 and actually turn that into a pole. That'd be a lot of work, though. You know, actually get a 3x3 and cut it down to a pole like that. It could be done. Slingshot Warrior, slingshots also work, Mike. Oh, what, for exercise, you mean? Bullfrog said, local crime of the week. Homeless guy beaten by some degenerate drunks and they stole his tent and his trousers. Why, just why? Yeah, I agree with you. It's sickening, isn't it? Sickening and like, demented as well. What's the point? Simon, you right, mate? Weapon Survival said, what do you think of people? What do you think of that ASAP camo? Seems overpriced. You know what? I ain't got a clue even what that really is. I'll put that in my phone quickly. I said, in the grim economics of the aftermath, there are two harsh realities. A survivor who can get more food than one who can't. And the more who die, the more food is left for the rest. ASAP camo. Yeah. Glenn Dart said, have you thought about applying for a shotgun certificate or firearm certificate and maybe try and shooting? It's good fun, but expensive. No, I'll be honest, Glenn, I'm not really interested. You know, I am, but at the same time, it's just a lot of bother for me. I sort of like things how they are, you know what I mean? Because I could still go and do that without the bother of having to own them, you know what I mean? Just got to type this thing in a minute. Dean said there's a curtain pole behind you. Ah, yeah, but there ain't really, though. That's a little flat piece of plastic. The other one's a wire. That one's a less than a 1-inch pole. You know, like yeah. I'll tell you what, Stu, I'll look that up properly later if everything's going a bit weird and I'm losing track of the comments. Don't know whether to even answer that. I'll answer it when I get to it. It's still there. Bruno, I can see your guns. An applicant here in Brazil is in favour of firearms legislation. What do you think? Oh, I think, yeah, there's nothing wrong with guns being restricted to a degree. You know, I don't think everyone should be out of guns, but yeah. I don't know. If you know what our laws are like, you'd be surprised. You may be surprised that I actually think the British gun laws are actually perfect, really. Well, not perfect, but I wouldn't like everyone to have guns. Where am I? It's getting mad again. See, weapons I've said, weapon survival hunting camo normally is overpriced. He said the bullfrog, because they're guns, that's why. Or maybe they like the smell and maybe taste the piss. Dart said hunting camo is overpriced. Better off with ex-army DPM stuff. Did you see my outdoor video, Mike? Not sure. I watched your pig sticker one, so. Protestant boy said, what's your thoughts on abortion? I think it should be it should be allowed, I think, you know, in certain circumstances. Yeah, I don't think me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with abortion. I think it's something you need. Not for no reason, you know what I mean? But you know, there are reasons why it should exist. Dark said, but the funny thing about my brother, I've talked to him about nuclear war and he knows the shop would be obliterated. That's strange. I know, some people just say things not thinking about it, don't they? As I've said, some hunting camos have a purpose. The ones people can see but animals can't, to prevent you from being shot. But the majority are gimmicky designed to get people to pay loads of camo. Pay loads for camo. My videos on that. He said Protestant boy in your case. I'm all for it. I upset a lot of people when I made it. I'd get a decent meal set. I remember that. Yeah. People did get a bit butt hurt, didn't they, as they say. Grand Dark said it is a load of hassle getting the gun sets and a lot of money. They want it. That was though. Police and government don't want the public arms. Yeah, I prefer things. For me, it's easier not to. Money and it's just too much bother, and then the fact that they could be took off. You could spend a lot of money on them, and then they could be took off you. Yeah. To me, I just Richard said I've stopped running for a while. My hips feel sore. Well, that's all. I'm going to see a few weeks rest will help them recover. All right, they do, Rich. Got an exercise bike or anything that might help? Or my outdoor videos on the Slingshot channel. Yeah, I'll have a look. It should have been in my subscriptions. I will see it. Endo 11 said Blue Robe, White Sky, Protestant Boy, that's gone. Then not see, Glow in the Dark. That don't seem to work very well, to be honest. What the police and the government not wanting public arm. That's all good, Liam. Cheers. I what you do, I don't question it. You know what I mean? I was just letting it slide for now. But yeah, it was probably going somewhere. You know what I mean? Glenn Dark said, where am I? Weapons and stuff. I used to just wear Hessian sackcloth over my face when shooting pigeons years ago. And it does work. As you say, some wildlife can see certain things like faces, etc. Tom said, I love your gun display. Yeah, cheers. Well, I'll be honest with you, I do put a lot of effort into that, and that's partly why I have it, because that is a sort of wow factor sort of thing. People see it and it draws them in. So I'm glad people do like it. I chose the red. Possibly, was it Jumble Sale Boo recommended me the red? He said do the red. Some people said don't do the red. But I think the red looks good. This time I tried to do it a bit more symmetrical than last time. But the thing is, when I did the gun board years ago, it had been all put up and it had been gradually added to over the years. So it went a bit like that one got moved up, that one got added, then another one got moved up, and that one got added. This was all thought about first. When I said to Glow in the Dark, funnily enough, when I snuck up very close to a deer last year, I was wearing a novelty bright red urban camo trousers. The deer can't see red, so it still works as camo for them. Endo 11's a bloody red. Mark said, I went out with a girl once. She looked better with a Hessian sack over her head. Well, for the Londoners basically spilled like a cup of stale piss in this country over the last 2 decades. That's the reason why it is like it is now. Shit happening weekly, even in the nicest towns. Yeah, that's true, mate. John Dart said, why is there comment deleted coming up so often for me? Is it idiots making stupid comments or people like me that can't type? A bit of both. There's been a couple of trolls come on. Yeah, that's all it was. A bit of trolls. Or people leading up to becoming trolls. You can tell it. You can tell them straight away. I was just letting them slide for a bit. But it is better just stopping them, and Liam's just doing it for me. Which I appreciate, Liam, by the way. Endo 11 said, looks great. Things that was Halloween's coming up, bro. Yeah, I've got to plan something for that. I don't know what yet, though. Tom said, I recommend putting lighting under it. I can do with my gas mask. But yeah, good idea. I could put some lights around it, and I'll have to think about that one day. Tom said red looks good, but if it's green or something, it would look like a card table on its side. The red looks like it's custom made. Once I said to Marcus, deer next to the footpath when I went for a walk kept getting closer and closer until I was a few yards away and it smelt me, I guess. Itchy nose. It always comes. Grand Art said, I like the look of the red camo stuff. Looks very Soviet. I've always thought that, actually, yeah. Bruno said Bolsonaro is a candidate, and he thinks if a robber has a gun, you have to get a fusel, and if he has a fusel, you'll have to be able to bazooka. Richard said, yeah, breaking up the human shape is a key thing to hunting. I've had wild pigeons within 8 foot of me with the right clothing. Like I said, sneaked up. I said, next week I can get my camera out. I'll test the Swiss alpenflies, catch up red camo in the woods. I think it'll work well. Oh, because the leaves are turning a sort of reddy now. Yeah, nice. Bruno said, I agree. Under 11 said, Mac Tree. When I owned a shotgun certificate, I never really felt the guns were mine, as they were renewed every 5 years. Yeah, that's partly what I was sort of getting at. That's another thing that would put me off personally. Weapon Survival said to Liam, it's like when you say bulls hate red. Bulls just hate the movement. Doesn't matter the colour. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Vincent said, shoot weapons, please. Watch my videos. There's plenty of me shooting the sporting goods that I own. Under 11 said, Apple Clan got livers like nothing else. Clean. Oh, they clean your liver, did they? Didn't know that. Irishman said, hey guys, red never did the powers any harm in combat. Did you ever watch the movie I told you about, Face? No, didn't watch it. I've got it though. I've got it ready to watch. I'll get round to it one day. Well, the thing is, I need to be in the mood for certain kinds of films, and I've not been in that mood for that kind of film yet. I'm in a weird. I've either been watching crime documentaries lately or time travel films. Yeah, I'll get round to it, but I've got it. Absolutely, yeah. The red was me, mate. I use it on many of my displays. Oh, I think it looks good. I was well glad I did that. I said, yeah, I've been putting it off as it's only just looking autumny now. Finally seeing red and yellow leaves rather than just shades of green. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to see. Getting quite a few of them tonight, isn't really? I'm going to have to give Liam a raise for this, for all his hard work he's doing. You're doing them before I even see them. So that's good. Glenn Dark said, Jumbo Sabu, you're spot on. And the local police turned up at my door last Sunday at 6 o'clock for an inspection. Oh, right, yeah. That's, yeah, you know. Under 11, any liquids clean the liver. Tom said, don't be saying daft stuff, Barry. Yeah, he's gone now. He's gone now, so I didn't even see it. Don't repeat it, though. Bullfrog said, herd of cows on the downs. I have a bull with them. They're pretty placid, though, minding their own business, walk past 10 metres away. Lynn said, gun laws are proper relaxed here in Northern Ireland. Yeah, I don't know what they're like over there, but I imagine they're quite different than over here. Glenn said, you need to watch it, it's good. Time travel movies are awesome. I like Butterfly Effect, even though it's panned by critics. I quite like that. That's a good one. Yeah, what I did, I managed to get hold of like 15 time travel films that were quite new that I hadn't seen. So I was going to go on a time travel spree. And then it just so happened Liam was playing a time travel game, so it was almost like fate. Everything was coming together. It was all time travel. Simon said, you're a good mod, Liam. You're on your game tonight. He is, isn't he? He is, I tell you. He's getting rid of him before I even see him. So it's good. It keeps me in a good mood. So I always look at the most recent comments. Yeah, because the thing is, I'm quite behind. So, yeah. But we all appreciate it, man. It's time to split. Marcus said to Glenn, really, I wouldn't have thought the opposite. Would have thought the opposite. Dean Johnson, can you recommend any documentaries you've seen recently? Yes. It's an old one. It's called Paradise Lost. And there's Paradise Lost 1, Paradise Lost 2, Paradise Lost 3. And then there's a thing called West of Memphis. And they're documentaries about these 3 teenagers who was convicted of the killings of 3 8-year-old boys. And you pretty much know within 15 minutes of the documentary that the 3 teenagers are innocent. And this whole thing goes on for nearly 20 years. Yeah, horrible. fucking absolutely horrible. Bullfrog said, "Are you going to pay Liam as what are you going to pay him as his raise? Good wishes and positive energy." Exactly. Yeah, someone knows. Exactly. That's exactly what he's getting. Almost our boys are going dark. Yeah, they are entitled to do an unannounced spot checks now. Basically, make sure you're keeping your gear safely locked away. Oh, and your firearms. And then once I've said it's time to split. I'm not going to do it in a Vin Diesel accent though. Things that I said I like Back to the Future. Yeah, that's good. I'll tell you one of my favourite time travel films is a film called Time Crimes, or it's Italian, I think, or Spanish. So it's foreign. When you watch it, it'll be subtitled, but that's really good. And Do 11 said, "My name is Mr. Morrow." Author said, "Why, if you have Liam, do you need auto mods?" And there's not an auto mod on this. There's an auto mod on Twitch on here. Well, it's hard to explain. They get flagged by an auto mod, sort of, and then we have the choice on here of approving it or not. You know what I mean? Vin said, "Northern Ireland's only part of the United Kingdom where you can legally own automatic weapons. You can legally own guns for a purpose of self-defense." Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I didn't know that. Both you can't totally turn auto mod off on YouTube. It's always on to a degree. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one on here. It's sort of, it will get rid of swearing and certain things anyway, but we can approve it. You know, that's what happens with a lot of your comments, Bullfrog. They come up because it has the word shit in it, and then we just approve it and it comes on. But no, what Liam's getting rid of isn't that anyway. It's people coming on. You lot won't be seeing any of this. But there's people coming on just being dicks, basically. You know, you may have seen it. I don't know. Grand Art said, "Jumbo Sabu, they also were shocked and told me I shouldn't have my shotgun loaded. The snap caps in my side-by-side. WC looked like 12 years old and nearly cut her thumb off with the wrist." It's a pity when you have to have people like that come around. You have to look at things like that. Yeah, they sort of shit their pants and think you're doing wrong, and you've not done anything. It's just their ignorance, isn't it? Jumbo Sabu, "I'm always in the mood to watch Debbie Does Dallas." Things that I said, "When are you going to start a family?" Who knows, mate? Who knows? What, one day. No doubt. Any recommendation of time travel films? I love them. Oh, tell you what, definitely Time Crimes, Triangle. Oh God, I never bloody remember as soon as it comes to. Tell you what, Grand Arc, I'll write a load down, and the next time I'll tell you. I said, funny thing is, EA wanted Cortez to be an exact Vin Diesel clone, so Free Radical pissed them off by making Cortez goofy and clumsy. Smack Eddie said, "Hi, buddy. Do you mind if I shamelessly plug my new game community channel on it?" "Nah, that's all right. You can do that." I didn't want to be cheeky. Just do it. It's a different type of channel, so it won't affect your views. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Things like that. Yeah, even if it was the same. I support all my fellow YouTubers. So, yeah, you promote away. Whereas some of those comments just vanish into the ether. Yeah, exactly. I'm so Bruce, a good gun loss, but machetes are banned over there. Weird, isn't it? Tom said, "Marcus, sorry for not coming on the stream. Come on stream when you asked." I was coming on, I forgot. Dean Jump said that. "Thanks, we'll check Paradise Lost. Just found the vid. It's quite old, and you might only be able to find ones with foreign subtitles, but it's fucking amazing. Probably the best documentary I've ever watched. It's totally bizarre, and I think it was probably the first time the inside of a court and a court case was ever filmed. You've never seen anything like it." Marcus said to Glow in the Dark, "Look up the final countdown of Kirk Douglas." Wolfhawk says, "Slingshot warrior blokes can have kids till their 70s. Something mate might just have to marry a 20-year-old package wife from Romania to solve the situation." Yeah, that's what I have to do. That's the thing, though. It's true, though. You know, man, it don't really matter, does it? If you want to pass your genes on, do it when you're old, can't you? Vince said, "Everybody in Northern Ireland should have gun people here in Ulster have lost their lives. Just saying the wrong thing. If you hold an Irish flag on Shankill Road, you'll almost certainly be shot." Bloody hell, yeah. And he said, Marcus, I vaguely remember that film. I had a sunstroke at the time. I woke up and saw the time vortex thing and thought it was a washing machine advert. Glow in the Dark said, worst bit was the WPC. Well, she was a special constable and only had 3 months in the job. As I know, was a former AFO with 22 years service. Bullfrog said, I think Mike should make clones of himself. I'll be up for that. I already got one clone. I was born with my clone. I've already got one. Jump Sabu said, Glow in the Dark, so how civvy's life treating you? It's hard to shake some of the bad habits, isn't it? Marcus said to Glyn, that's the reality to Northern Ireland, I guess. As I said, Waco Rule of Engagement is a very interesting documentary, especially about governments getting away with murder. Yeah, check out that Paradise Lost, Liam. It's it's terrible. It's fucking terrible, honestly. It's absolutely horrendous. Marcus said to Dead Not Z, movies where modern aircraft carrier goes. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Atomic said to me, thanks for helping me and everyone who you shouted out. Yeah, that got everyone who joined in that got a bit of stuff out of it, didn't they? They all did get a bit of what do you call it? Subscriptions, didn't you? I thought that was quite good. It did work. Don't Dark said Dumble Sabu, not bad, mate. Old habits die hard, eh? Mac Addy said, thanks. It's that one guy, 470 subs. He does free cash giveaways almost every night. He'll be on later. That one guy, tell them Eddie sent you, and you'll get guy coins to enter his £10 raffle. Nice. Well, I'll check that out later. Endo 11 said, I'll tell you what, Smack Eddie, go onto my community page and put that comment under the latest post, and then I'll see it better. Endo 11 said, I rock in Northern Ireland toque. I have 20 toques. He said, Marcus, yeah, that's the one. Tomcat pilots whooping like idiots because they managed to shoot down some zeros. Irishman said, Mike, will you be doing a video of blowing something up for Halloween? I love getting stuff blown up. I've got to do something. I don't know what though. But are you going to do Twitch streams? Yeah. I've got bored of that game, so it's either go back. What I thought I might do, I might start again on Monday. Go back, redo, not redo, but get one of the Fallout 4 saves. Go back before I started doing the end missions, and then do another load. But I ordered the Uncharted collection today, so that'll be coming soon. Number Sabu said to Glow in the Dark, it sure does the way to look around when out in the car, walking down the street. Blackhead said, thanks, mate, you must appreciate it. I'll be sending them back here to like and sub. Gamers up, gamer dudes. Yeah. Thanks for letting me do that. You're a top fella, that one guy. That's all right, mate. You know, I support people, you know. Tomic said, I'm thinking of doing something similar. Brand Art said, does anyone want to buy Thunderbird's ray gun? If you Google them, they were limited edition. I have one for sale, number 13, 90 quid. Big Thunderbirds fan as a kid, and I never grew up. I remember you mentioning that before, actually, yeah. Anyone interested in his Thunderbird's ray gun? Slingshot said, many people get railroaded in American justice because we have DAs that don't care about the justice, but rather career advancement. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to them, the Memphis 3, wasn't it? West Memphis 3. Don't say any more of those things, shot, just in case anyone wants to watch that documentary. Okay, in fact, I'm sending a new sub right now already. So I said, got any more shooting cunts video? Yes, I have actually. Stu, I keep fucking forgetting though. I've got Tumbo should be coming up. Tumbo is the last one that got sent. So if anyone else wants to join in or join in again, feel free. But yeah, the last one at the minute is Tumbo. But Slingshot Warrior, you going to join in again? You still going to finish off your footage? Slingshot? And who else was? There was a couple of other people who said they were and then never got around to it. Richard, you going to do yours? Rowan Dark said, forgot to ask if it was okay to say that, Mike. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. No, that's totally fine. Would have looked like it when I would have loved it when I was 8. No, that's totally fine. Yeah, I think I remember you mentioned it before. Anyway, yeah. Darryl said you getting Red Dead 2, Mike. Don't know if I'm going to get it when it comes out or not. I want to, but 50 quid, that's way too much for me. Unless I can get it really cheap, I think I'll have to leave it a bit and then hopefully get it second hand not long after. Keep looking on eBay, see if someone's doing it for 20 quid or not. I may save a bit up. I'll sell some of my quivers. Mears TV, you right, mate? I think so. I said, I've heard many stories, Mark. Said not said I used to have an Action Man SS uniform. I weren't around for long for obvious reasons, which I kept it there worth a fortune nowadays. Tumbo's on here. We was just talking about, I was just saying I've still got to do your shooting competition video. I keep forgetting it. Awful thing, Action Man has no penis. You don't have to say some weird things, Bullfrog. Man said I loved Action Man. I suggest a documentary about Duke Lacrosse scandal. Richard Weapons, good news. I managed to get my recurve bow in shooting competitions, so Canenta will try and print larger targets out. Yeah, still going, mate, so don't worry about that. Weapons, I said the Action Man PlayStation 1 game was great. Ripped off the original Grand Theft Auto and Metal Gear. Solid. You shot bad guys to capture them. In fact, I remember you mentioning that. That actually sounds really interesting. That's 2 really good games as well. Maybe I should get a PlayStation 1 emulator and stream it. That'd be good. Marcus said to Sing a plea bargain is terrible. Only one winner with that. Yeah. Simon said I want Red Dead 2, but it's 105 G. I'm gonna need to get an external hard drive. 105 gigabyte is it? I'm gonna need an external hard drive or some shit. My Xbox is only 1 terabyte and still not enough. I thought a terabyte was 1,000 gigabytes, wasn't it? Or have you got a lot of stuff on there? Bullfrog said my sisters had Barbies when they were kids. They all met horrific ends. Dinjam said I'm in the competition. My shotgun has just got back from the gunsmiths. After a €210 bill. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's still going. Don't know when I think it's ended or anything. Yeah. Still going if anyone wants to still join in. Yeah. I said so true, Mark. I want to just document your kids for cash. Yeah, that's what I thought that. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Yeah, so 1 terabyte, 1,000 gigabytes. That should do 100 gigabytes easily, shouldn't it? Because the funny thing is, I'd noticed someone else saying that on something else. But I suppose you just have to uninstall some of the, because unless you're playing the games, you don't need. Some of them games have hundreds of gigabytes worth of stored data on, don't they? You can get rid of that if you're not playing them anyway, can't you? But then, because just when you play the game again, you just have to load it up again, don't you? DJ said, have I missed much? Yes and no. I never know what to say to that. Too much to say, so no. Only Dark's got one now that's not showing up. What was that then? That's strange. Right, I'll get to that in a minute. And I said, yeah, 1,000 megabits in a gigabyte, 1,000 gigabyte in a terabyte. Nice, it seems what I noted. Thanks, mate. Simon said, I only got 50 gigabytes free, so unless I want to uninstall a load of games. Simon said, yeah, I've uninstalled GTA or something. That's what I would do. Grand Dark said, weapon stuff. Liam, my other comment didn't work. Are you planning a vid on CRBN or chemical suits? Let me know and I'll send you season C U.K. one for. Why is that? Why did that get blocked? There's nothing in that at all. Remember the good old times when consoles didn't need to install stuff? Yeah. I don't know. I can't work out what is in that. What would be in Bernadette's comment there? Show. That's strange. No idea what's in that. Chemical suits? Who knows? Tomic said BRB. Simon said, yeah, Liam, I remember when you could play a game without being constantly connected to the internet. Yeah, that's another one. I've still got all them old consoles, I've got PlayStation 2. the old Segas and the Nintendos, both the Master Systems and the Mega Drives and that. N64, PlayStation 2. I ain't got PlayStation 1 though. I said, yeah, cheers. I'd probably have something very similar already. I have a British Mark III and Mark IV suits plus foreign ones. Aren't the police ones just blue ones of the same thing? Richard said, might try shooting those golf club arrows for the competition. Be good to show them in action. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Dumbo said, took me all night to get Battlefield going. What, installing it? Oh no, it's a bloody nightmare. I was going to fucking play some bloody thing on my PlayStation 3 and try and stream it. When I put the game in, that was going to do a fucking update. I gave up in the end. Joan Dark said I made a joke about Action Man having not own a penis. No, the weird thing is, you know your comment to Liam, the weapons and stuff, Liam, my other comment didn't work. That one also didn't show up. Liam had to approve that. I couldn't work out what was in that. Strange. I said Duke Lacrosse is a good example of the DA hiding evidence that clears the defendant to get convicted. Yeah, sickening, isn't it? Ian said food time. Right, Liam. Ian just mentioned food. Put him on the list. I'm joking. Then not Z said, actually no, it's early yet. You can still mention food. Then not Z, I've still got 128 Becky somewhere. Really must get it out sometime. What's that? One of the old computers. Bullfrog said, G.I. Joe Rise of the Cobra is one of the gayest films I've ever seen. Simon said, I've still got an original copy of Zombies for the SNES. Good, brilliant game. I've never played that one. From Survival said, games were better when you could just unlock stuff just by playing the same game rather than having to pay for it. Exactly. Stuff said, if you remember right, the police ones were blue or navy Mark IV NBC suits rather than being in camo. Marcus said, who likes corned beef sandwiches with Coleman's English mustard? Never tried that, but it sounds all right. That's the one thing I never had, Z. We never had any of the Spectrums or the computers in my house. I played them around my nan's house when there was my cousins, but yeah, we never played any of. In my house, we only had consoles. In fact, the computer I'm using now is probably the first proper computer we've ever had in this house. Because they all had laptops and stuff like that, you know. Grandart said, ones I've known, they look similar, but the CNC ones are different inside and having weird blue lining. Two skins, sort of. Then what he said, 128K Sinclair Spectrum. Then Sabu said, so glow in the dark. If you put two of them suits on, would it make a full skin? Grandart said, I remember Mask, the kids show. I had all the figures and helicopters. No, I don't remember that one. Corned beef is awesome, thinks it says. Dumbo said, I like corned beef sandwiches with Coleman's English mustard. No, I don't think I've ever tried it. Blackaddy said, I came here first because I followed you for a while and wanted to give you subs and Vart's heads up. That one guy only has roughly 20 people in his chat first stream. Chances of winning are huge. Nice. But I can't leave. Lemon Stuff said, to glow in the dark, interesting. To be honest, I probably don't have much more room for stuff until I throw more crap away. Got loads of mask saddles in piles on the floor at this point, so thanks anyway. Michael says, still not got Burton yet. Mate, well. Lemon Stuff said, yeah, I remember Mask, the weird R2D2 robot thing. I don't think I've ever seen Mask, you know. Don't doubt the double tabu. How did you get that comment? How did that comment work and my joke about Axeman's face always being miserable because he didn't have a cock on it? Have a cock knot. Who knows? I don't know how some go on, some don't. See you later, Ian. Okay, so that's the last plug I promise again. Thanks, man. Game of sporting games. Ian Johnson, I do like that market, but prefer the corned beef in a potato sandwich. Yeah, that's something I've never tried either. What else did I remember, Mask? Oh, have you seen the RC truck in my earlier videos for the bottle cuts? I need to get that fixed up. Used it in a foot of snow and still running around. Yeah, I have actually seen that, yeah. I said it was an American cartoon. Yeah, we get all the American stuff over here. I can't remember seeing it, but yeah, you'll be surprised. nearly all the American cartoons would have been shown over here. I'm going to have to put the slow mode on for slightly longer because I'm really struggling to keep up. It means I don't really get a chance to talk to people properly at the minute. So it's going to go a little bit longer. So sorry. Right, where am I? Atomic said, "Weapons, what do you think about getting a peer books?" No, he always said he wouldn't get one, didn't he? No point, got no room for it, and don't really like the idea of random people sending me stuff. Yeah, I couldn't do that either. Weapons, I've said it's sort of the Transformers rip-off where they had these vehicles that could transform. I remember the soundtrack quite good. You know what? The chances are I probably have seen it, but don't know what it's called. Grand Dark said, "Weapons, yeah, let me know if you're up for trades. Get rid of kit." Smackhead said, "I'll be on later. Wouldn't come here to steal your views from the chat. That's just terrible. Enjoy the new subs and views." It's alright, no worry about it, mate. I think it was said Marcus Brackley Burton. If it was, yeah, it is with mayo. I don't know what, I'm getting confused for some of this now. I think it was I'm getting hungry. Yeah, who's bought that food again? I'm gonna have to get the warning out. Until my bloody phone died. If I've missed anyone's comments, just put it on again if you want me to actually read it. You know what I mean? If it was something you wanted me to read rather than just chatting. Bullfrog said I had a really crappy RC tank with a BB gun turret on it that could turn into a boat. You can get them like 35 quid, not proper RC, just eBay. Fun, level fun. They're right. I've never had anything like that, I don't think. Except whereas I had corned beef in the kitchen. Yeah, we got tins of corned beef because we like to have one of the dinners we like to have corned beef hash. Corned beef hash, fried egg, and baked beans. See, now I'm talking about food. Smackhead said, "Me, I've got the munchies too now." Dumper said, "I'm not hungry. I ate shepherd's pie." Well, I was just saying that. I was just saying I was all right. I wasn't hungry because I'd eaten recently. That's getting to me. Gonna have to break the warning out in a minute. Slightly better now. I can catch up a bit. Van Dyke said, "I also have a massive blue light bar off the police car if anyone wants it. I had it mounted in my garage wall for fun. Moving to a smaller house, no garage, so up for grabs." I don't know what they'd think though if they ever came around someone's house. Imagine if I had that up there. And I got my 6-year visit that I get. Bullfrog said corned beef hash maybe with some hash brownie to starter. Tumblers with cheese. Yeah, I had Pizza Hut. Right, it's got to come out now.
Please, for God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
it. there's your warning. Weapons officer to glow in the dark. I'm just currently looking through old boxes and throwing stuff out, not actually getting rid of anything decent or meal set related. Not least, I've eaten too much tonight. I think I feel slightly ill. Richard said there are a lot of those 80s, 90s cartoons where they're like Transformers with mecha suits in sci-fi settings, more than I can name. I think that's why I said I make awesome corned beef hash omelette. I never thought of that. Rudolph said I just made it. Smackhead said I have road signs, traffic lights, skip lanterns, fun time walking home drunk as a student. Hyman said, "What is that? The stop it thing?" It's from Liam's answered for you. Halloween 3. It's a tribute to the invasion of the body snatchers. I've cut it slightly so it doesn't have there's a gap in it. But yeah, it's at the end, very, very end of the film. Little Frog said, what kind of porn are you watching on this? This is non-consensual BDSM. And it says Mark is not particularly pleasant now. Rack Eddie for 5 days till Halloween. Halloween. 5 more days till Halloween. Yeah. I didn't get that for a second. Yeah. Silver Shamrock. Yeah. Fuck's sake. I'm terrible for not getting reference at first. I said, Glenn the Dark, good news is I found a knife that had been lost for years and I assumed was pointless. Yeah, what knife was that, Liam? You mentioned that, didn't you? And then I think it was in the stream and then, yeah. What knife was it? I remember you saying, though, you have said about that. Pick my fucking shoes off, I think. A bit more relaxed. Better. Don't need them sitting in here. Tumble said, can of ale now. I can't drink on the streams. I won't be able to trust myself. I'd have to have Liam fucking moderating me. I said Tom Atkins has a proper porn stash though. Oh, the Gerber Power Frame block knife. I remember, yeah, now, yeah. Grand Art said weapons. I had the same thing happen too. Found a PR24 XTS I lost in 1991. Still in its box. Oh, bloody hell, that's a good find then. Weapons Survival said, anyone seen the new Halloween yet? I've not. Oh, no. Racket is a classic film, debatable, but I liked it. Rob Zombie's Halloween rocked. I'd never seen any of the Rob Zombie Halloweens, and I don't think I ever would. Sam's on SOS Power, you right, mate? He said, have you bought any fireworks this year? No, to be honest, I don't really bother now. I can't really afford them, if I'm honest. But one of my brothers always does. And we've got like a bit local where we can shoot them off really easily. But yeah. You got a load, have you? Or Simon said, fuck Halloween, bonfire night, mate. Get to build a fire, get drunk and high, burn a guy, and blow shit up. What's not to love? Yeah, exactly. Irishman said, fireworks are illegal here. Pink said, I'm going to have to wait till the 1st to watch the new Halloween film. My mate want to go, but only on the half price Monday. Tumble said, the ale is for my old boy. I'll speck with them. Missed a little comments there, went the wrong way. I've said, it's one of those knives that should really be legal carry, both 2 inches, if that, as a simple liner lock, I think it's EDC. But as a simple liner lock, yeah. Honest and simple. Honest, simple for a reason, it was safer for me. Reading comments backwards now. I was in Amsterdam in April, mate. There was a BDSM specialist place where the weirdo blokes pay big money to get beaten with whips and verbally abused for an hour. Apparently, he says. There's no sex involved. Back as it no, Rob Zombie is a hell of a director. Seen any of his films? 31. I have not seen that one, but I have seen some of his other films. I do like them. He says, I think Halloween. The thing with Michael Myers, you don't need to know a background about him. That was the whole point of making. That's what made it special and made it mysterious. And he didn't need a backstory. You know what I mean? It was just a kid who sort of went mental. You know what I mean? SRS Power said, I bought a shitload for 40 quid. Weird how easily you can buy them compared to ammunition. You know what? I've not bought fireworks since probably before the year 2000, when you used to be able to go in your local corner shop and buy them. 20 B&H, 3 litres of cider, and a load of fireworks. Then he said, which knife that you once had but no longer own do you wish you still had? I'll be honest with you, bloody loads of them. There's loads of knives I wish I still had. Too many to mention. I had a German army knife once. I'd like to have that. That's probably the main one there. Ryan Dart said, it's amazing the shit you accumulate over the years. I still have a uniform in the packets from the 80s. I didn't want it back, so time for a big bonfire here. Whack it on eBay if you're allowed. Weapons I've said to Bullfrog, there are jobs here where you'd be treated like that. And at least you'd make money, not spend it. Irishman said, although fireworks are easily available in Northern Ireland, makes no sense. Blackhead said, true, you don't need to know my story. No, you don't. You don't. Weapons I said to Glow in the Dark, most of the shit was old packaging for stuff that's long since broken and binned. Found an unopened tin of shortbread from 2015, so it was soggy. Yeah, we'll eat soggy fucking shortbread. Glow in the Dark said, I carry a Leatherman every day now as EDC. Technically a locking blade. It is illegal, but I think the exemption should be made for these. I think so. CJ, not me tonight. Yeah, there's Liam working hard again, protecting us all from the trolls. You're not even seen it. Constabulary said to Glow in the Dark, a number of constabularies make you give back everything, which is silly due to the vast majority of uniform. Will be burnt or decommissioned or sold to dealers. Marcus said to Glow in the Dark, if they want to, they'll do it for you. Dean Jump said, not much in the way of bonfires on the 5th November here in the West Island. I do miss it. Snapping links cans to fireworks and letting them off. Yeah. Grand Dark said, I can't beat that. I can beat that packet of Poland. It's 2p price on it. For fuck's sake. Machead said, but Sherry Moon, his wife. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could agree with you there. Say no more. Also owned my grandfather's dagger, which he carried in Burma World War II. The handle is made of onyx discs stacked together. That sounds like something interesting and lovely to have. Weapon Survival said to Liam, what's the best program to run old PC games? I've got House of the Dead on disc, but my laptop won't let me run it. Any ideas? Yeah, I ain't got no clue, but Liam might, as you asked. Tom said, yeah, forgot to say A up to me mate Marcus. Pete said, just take the blade off. Yeah, that's a good idea. What's that? The multi-tools. Diamond said, how is everyone tonight? Yeah, they look good. They sound good to me. Certainly having a good old chat. Something I said to Stu, for old games, your only real bet is stuff like DOSBox. Compatible controllers and Windows sometimes works, but emulate PlayStation 2 games is actually easier than old PC games. I did not know that. Wolfhawk said they tried to open some kind of BDSM swingers club down here recently. Luckily, it was not approved. Bet the patrons are old pervs from unwanted yearly naked cycle rides or Latin cyclists. So, Rita said, got to go now. Great stream. Take care, everyone. See you later, mate. Yeah, it's mad tonight. I don't know how many people are on. I hope you've all been liking this fucking thing. It should be loads. The way I'm having to rattle through the bloody comments. All right, let's go up and have a look. There's 31 on at one point. Like Eddie said, if they could use Onyx discs as interchangeable tokens, I think they could use Onyx discs as interchangeable tokens for British gold they've taken captive. Oh, that's very clever, isn't it? Yeah, by local Burmese people could bribe their way to freedom. Grand Dark said, just going through junk in the garage just now. Took my laptop in with me. I found a PR24, also brand new, and a Glock 19 holster. If anyone wants the holster, you're welcome for the cost of package. Oh, you heard it from me. Passing on the comment. As I said to Stu, also sites like Good Old Games that sell old games that have been made to run on modern systems. Quite a good site. I have played some really, I can't remember what the program was, but I downloaded something off of the internet, something that let me play the original Monkey Islands and that, and is it the Amazon Queen and Under a Steel Sky? They were quite good. They're the old point and click things. You ever played them? Yeah. I assume you would have played Broken Sword, yeah. Like I said, same reason they have old sovereigns on their belts. Yeah, what was it? Under a Steel Sky, the Amazon Queen, yeah. Monkey Island, yeah, Broken Sword. Weapons Rival said to Liam, that sounds good, mate. I'll check it out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to stream some of them myself. Captain said your thoughts on ice picks as a weapon. I don't really know. I don't know. I've heard that you can use them and it makes a little hole, don't it? It does internal damage, and then when you pull it out, it almost seals up, doesn't it? You can't find it. It's all I know from someone saying that to me once. And not decent. I remember Monkey Island. Yeah, I've still got one of the Monkey Islands on the PlayStation 2. I've got the PlayStation 2 still. When I said, yeah, LucasArts did some quite good remakes recently of the first two Monkey Islands. You can switch in real time between the old version and the remastered. Yeah, funny, I've played demos of them on my PlayStation 3. It's literally just a button. You just literally press a button and it will change between the two. Yeah. That said it's a Bianchi holder and now darker brown, almost black, but I almost remember it being tan coloured. That's aged, isn't it? Rumsfeld said the captain apparently works against enemies in Stalin. Trotsky can attest to that. Rolfing said, my plan is to trap all the fetishists in a confined area with concrete walls, 15 foot and razor wire, no gate out. Supplies can be dropped down in the crane. They can live on their own turd, monkey bastards. Grand Dart says, shame we can't post pictures on the chat and stuff. Yeah, no, you probably get a bit more interest as well. Yeah. We'll make it more interesting. I agree with you there. I think all they need to do is do images that me and Liam have to approve. So if there's trolls posting, or maybe only, let people post stuff who we approve, because I know why they don't, because people would be putting terrible pictures on, wouldn't they? But yeah, I think so. Or even some links. Yeah. Captain, did I keep one close? Master Captain, tried and trusted in the hands of certain people. Back in the 80s, local mods bastards used to carry cut down alpenstocks. How long before we have to apply for a pickaxe shaft certificate? Yeah, exactly. Probably not long. Gravy Bake laughing at the Bullfrog's comment. Bullfrog don't seem to like anyone with a slight fetish. They're not, he said, kind of walking stick with ice picks on the end. Ah, right. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what it was. All quiet suddenly. Everyone's on their 30-second break. 30-second delay. Number Sabu said to glow in the dark, I have an automatic quick release holster for the GAP 17. It's pretty good. Push down and the retaining latch releases. Pete said, what's your fetish, Bullfrog? Don't ask him that, Peach. God knows. Weapon Survival said, changing the subject a bit. Have people seen the zombie film called The Dead, set in Africa? I thought it was pretty good. I've not seen that, Stu, so I'll write that down. What's it called? Just The Dead? When did it come out? Is it recent? I've not even heard of that. Better write film, because I write The Dead, and then that don't make no sense to me later. Van Dart said, is that the one with Henry Weston's Finest are you drinking? This, it's a Marston's. The original bottle is a Marston's Summit. Burton on Trent, Marston's. It's just water in it though. I like to keep my water in a glass bottle so I can just clean it out properly. Don't have to keep worrying about drinking out of plastic. Like I said to Zed, he learnt something tonight. Didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't either. Friends have said to glow in the dark. Official war book documents, think threads, suggested giving government militias pickaxe handles as opposed to firearms for controlling starving mobs. He said one of them stabbed himself with his when he fell off his Lambretta. We all had a good laugh about that. John Dark said my Bianchi is a carry lock with a middle finger release button. It fits a 17, so you're welcome if you want it. Gene Jump said, I'm off, mate. See you later, Gene Jumper. What was I going to say? Someone else's comment. Glowing, no, not glowing dark, weapons and stuff, the pickaxe bits. I don't know if you know about this, Liam, but I've watched quite a few SAS documentaries, right? And not long after the Iranian embassy siege, the SAS was asked by Margaret Thatcher, I assume, to get a hostage out of a prison. And the way the SAS did that was to go in with pickaxe handles. They had to run across a roof along the gutter, get in through a skylight, I think. Then they went in, battered the prisoners with the pickaxe handles, got the guard out. But I always found that such a strange, thing. Look that up. I don't know what the mission was called, but you should be able to find it. When Weapons Survivors, it came out 2010. I'll try and get that. Weapons Survivors have quite a bit of affection for the pickaxe handles. Very cheap and solid bit of kit. Oh, they're amazing, really. I've got one up there, just behind that crossbow. There's a pickaxe handle there. They're very, very fucking effective and very solid and very cheap. If the SAS used them in a fight, I'd definitely trust them. Very Dark said to Liam, when I was still in the army, we issued pickaxe handles and then batons in Northern Ireland. Sabu said to Glow in the Dark, if those new proposed offensive laws get in, the modern, I'd always struggle to say that, Monadnock will have to go, mate. Marcus Bradley said, Barlini prison, possibly. I don't know, but that probably is it. Long time since I watched a documentary, but that probably is it. If it's SAS and there's a prison and that's the name of it, I'd assume that probably is. Case out is an Operation Kickaxe. Going dark to jump so I know, but I would have to pry it from my cold dead hands. Like I said, to go in the dark, interesting story, mate. I was in Ireland, we use hurleys instead of pickaxe handles for smashing people up. And as he said, I remember when the territorial SAS did a fake terrorist attack on the nuclear power station. Unfortunately, nobody told the workers about it. And they turned on them with big spanners. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, you think they would have warned them, wouldn't you? Gravy Bait said, will you ever? Gravy Bait said, have you ever seen that homemade shotgun that these prisoners make and use to escape? No, I don't think I have. Counted hurleys with nails in them. And not he said they beat the crap out of poor SAS blokes, fuck's sake. They couldn't be very good SAS then either, though. But then unless they didn't want to attack them back. As I said, looks almost like Fred's, doesn't it? You'll have to send me that on something else, Liam. Actually, if you send me that on my Twitter, I could look at it. Numbers Abu said, Glow in the Dark, hopefully that law will be kicked into long grass as it will make criminals of tens of thousands of practice. Glow in the Dark said, Glasgow airport terrorist attack is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I do like that, yeah. I kicked one of them in the balls so hard he broke his own leg, didn't he? Even the headlines are funny for that, aren't they? Yeah, just come through, Liam. I assume that's you anyway. Bornhog said, 10,000 obese troops. I wonder if there are any obese SAS or, in fact, Marines. Marines always seem to be in much better shape than other troops, from what I've personally. I doubt you'd get well, in fact, I guarantee you'd never get an obese SAS because of the fucking thing you have to do to even get into the SAS. People have died doing it. Then what he said, guns with no ammo was all they had, and they were there were a lot of workers. Yeah, that makes sense. Cheers, Liam. Yeah, I've just got the notification. Just going to have a look now. Mark said to go and yeah, did you see Billy Connolly talking about that? Hilarious. Yeah, that does, doesn't it? I would show people, but every time I do a fucking picture, it's just a white screen, isn't it? Right, where are we? Captain said, we're on about we're on about the US, mate. Noah said, I'm black. That's I met a few SS guys at RAF Odium. That'd be some interesting people to meet. Bullfrogs, Danny Dyers on Danny Dyer's deadliest men in the SS training fucked him up. Hilarious. What's it? They're not saying, hey there, Baton Rouge, Kern said. 10,000 of East Territorial cadets, maybe. On to the streams question. Has it not come back up yet? Fucking weird. Right, I'm going to miss some of the comments there. Most of them are sort of nothing anyway. Weapons officer near us, a few places, ex-Gurkhas as security guards, proper ones, not rent-a-cops. Like little short Asian blokes, but I bet they could kill you really easily. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Going without saying about the SAS, they were normal looking, but tough as old nails, no bullshit. No, I believe you totally, mate. I believe you. Because you've got to be to get in the SAS in the first place, ain't you? You don't just go into the SAS, do you? You got to have been in the army first, ain't you? Been good in the army, and then you can get selected to go in the SAS. Then you still got to qualify to be in the SAS, and then yeah. Things that Warren said, we don't too many women on these chats. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, you know, I would like some women to be. I'd like some women to come on. It'd be interesting having. I always like to have a woman's perspective on things. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. But we don't. It's because there ain't a lot of women interested in these subjects. We do occasionally have one lady on, but that's about it. And for all we know, there might be one now. I don't know. From Sabu said, I was once a member of the RAC. No, is that a Winchester rifle in the middle? No, it's a shotgun. But I can't remember the make. Marcus said, wasn't True Blood set in Louisiana? I don't know. X-Ray Zoo said, SS selection is open to all. I did not know that. Speaking of out-of-shape soldiers, German army is in real trouble now, apparently, with soldiers being in crap physical condition. Lots of hardware was sold off. A really sad thing is, despite the fact I'm medically unfit to serve, I can still easily pass the physical requirement. Loads of soldiers loads of their soldiers are failing. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Weird. Yeah. They always say the SS is the biggest regiment in the world. Or I was in free power and no way I could compete with the selection of SS. Bristol said, SBS takes some beating. Captain said, not sure, Marcus. I said, I've read that, didn't I? Positive Talk said, hey, mate, that one guy sent me. Cheers. That's good. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for joining. Jinx at War said, I like the fact that we're boys club, like Fight Club. Yeah. Tom Commander said, I'm back. Captain said, you sharpen your own blades. Yeah. Most of them, hopefully you get them, you don't need to. But yeah, I do. Yeah. Sharpened a short sword recently. I sharpened the machete bowie. Sharpened that machete up there. Marcus said, I've read all them. Such as being able to walk, march several miles with equipment and being able to do a few pull-ups in a row. Yeah, but because of other things that really don't affect a lot, yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Yeah. Grand Art said, doing decoy was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I don't know if that's how you'd say that, but yeah. Mark said, did anyone on here know Carl's Countryside? His channel used to go. Yeah, Carl's Countryside. He's changed his name. He's back on that. Well, he was back on and he stopped again. Yeah. Do you want me to can't remember what he changed his fucking name to. I'll try and remember, but he did come back. He had a new channel. I don't know if it got affected again though. No, I said do not use. No, they don't. I don't use things on anything. Preaching, how goes the diet? Yeah, good. Well, mine's sort of permanent now. It's like I've changed my eating forever. So yeah, that's good. Yeah. Grand Dark said it was relentless and very difficult. Jumps are easy compared to the physical side. Grand said, not sure if SAS is the biggest regiment in the world. North Korea has special force battalions. Glow in the Dark, just looked that up. You had to do it under 2 hours with full equipment. The Germans have to do all day. I have all day to do it. Actually, just on the SAS and SBS, imagine what we don't know about. The British are extremely good at warfare. I'm sure there's other regiments specialising. Yeah, well, and the other thing is with the SAS, pretty much every single conflict going on, the SAS will be there. And pretty much all of the big events that ever happened, and I mean all of them, the SAS would have had something to do with it. If it was telling the Americans where to go, or, they reckon it was the SAS who pretty much would have been the ones who got Colonel Gaddafi. But, see, they don't take the credit for it. They let, the people there take the credit for it. But without the SAS, they wouldn't have even known where he was in the first place. Stuff like that. But they don't, they don't take the credit for nothing. Captain said he's a vegan. Dumbside Bruce said, can't beat an easy jump, mate. It's a joke. A lot of them claim to have been in it. Oh, yeah. Going Dark said, weapons and stuff. Depended on the weather. We carried SLRs at the time. They were heavier than an L86. DJ said, a lot of the stream. No, I said, if the zombie apocalypse occurs, I'll call you. Wolford said, Mike would be best placed in a tank. Just his head stuck out the turret with a huge oversized helmet, and massive sunglasses, and a foot-long cigar hanging out his mouth. That sounds good to me. As long as I don't get my head shot off. Lone Dart said, the SAS being the biggest regiment is a joke about everyone lying about being in it. Yeah, what's the colour of the boathouse in Hereford? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is that from Face, or is it Face, or is that from a different film? Because I keep thinking that is from Face, but it's not, is it? That's from Ronin, isn't it? Is it Face? I'm going, I don't know. Mark Eddie said it's the 23rd artist too, man. Bye, Mike. I have to go, sorry. See you later. We'll be off in 15 minutes anyway. But see you later, Tom. He said, did we ever have that post-apocalyptic trade chat? No. What I'm going to do, though, that'll be in the week, on a weekday. I might try and do it soon. I'm going to keep the normal ones. Like, I'm going to keep the weekend ones normal, but I'll do a weekday one. A weekday one where we'll have a subject. We'll try and talk about just that. That's the plan, anyway. No Dark said weapons stuff. Yeah, very true. But apparently, then Hen was next. The film was Ronin. Yeah. For some reason, I keep getting them two mixed up. I may not have seen Faison. As you said, SAS involved in almost every conflict. Yeah, every single conflict. SBS usually goes first, heavily involved in Vietnam. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of people don't know that. Simon said, night slingshot. Are you going as well, slingshot? Sorry, I didn't see that. He said, after you making soup. Been nice chatting. See you later, mate. Tim Jim said, that one guy said you're a good guy. I liked and subscribe. Thank you. Mark said, Ronan. Captain said, is your Billy there weighted? If you mean this, which you can't see, I don't know how you know that's there. That's lead weighted. Weapons and stuff said to go in a dart. From everything I've heard, the L85 was pretty much fine. Just the first one was totally awful. Random trivia: Britain could make the SLR under license for free. FN gave us the rights. Mackie Eddy said 23rd artists are the SAS reservists. All right, didn't know that. Normal fellows, low key. You never know it's them. A lot of them come from engineering backgrounds or communications. Thank you for the liberation of Belgium after World War II. Oh, I did not know that, Liam. That is interesting. Colonel said not I've heard that every pub in Britain has a regular who's an SAS vet. Second on the balcony of the Rain Embassy. Yeah, exactly. Simon said, what have you got planned for streaming? What's on the list? Is it the shit hit the fan stream? Yeah, there's two. The shit hit the fan trading one, and there was another one, but I can't remember what it was now. But there's two that we'll do, and then once we've done them, we'll think of something else. Fuck me, this stream is delayed. That's nearly. I've just looked at what you lot can see. That's nearly getting on for a minute delay. Weapons survival. There are states in America bigger than the UK, so it's impressive what the UK has been able to do throughout history. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Stu. Pete said, I've got to go. I've got to work at 9. See you later, mate. We'll be off in 10 anyway. Tim said, what kind of stuff do you collect? Anything. Weapons. Van Dart said, I met a man who was ex-SAS, owned a little shop selling sweets. Whether he was technical science guy, about 4 foot, 6 at most. Never talked about it much, but you knew he was again when the reg turned. But, you know, I'd like to meet some people like that. It'd be very interesting. Weapons I've said, meanwhile, the Germans were sold fouls by FN designated as G1 rifle, but not allowed to build their own. That's when Germany eventually manufactured the G3 rifle. Wolfhawk said to Kern, not necessarily. I met MI5 vet in one once, licensed to get pissed. Simon said, you knew here, Slim Jim, mate. Well, I thought he must be joking, asking me what I collect. It says it in the fucking name, doesn't it? Two stupid guys. Oh, yeah, that one guy sent me. Nice. If I was out before the L86 Mark II came out. Captain said, you would make a good American with your collection. I think so too. Two stupid guys said, wow, what a collection. Wow, look at that collection. No, I said, nice content, I'll share it, but why don't you display your collection? I know what you mean, mate. It's there on the wall. In every one of my videos. Or are you talking about someone else? Been a hectic old stream tonight, which is good. I don't like putting the slow mode on for too long, but it does give me a little bit more of a chance to answer people. which I would prefer, but sometimes I just can't. I don't mind anyway. It's better when it's you know, people are just commenting that. Does everyone like the stream? Round Art said, "Once I carry a G36 and they were good guns." Rome said, "What's your current personal best on bottle cuts?" Well, we've actually really trying to count them. It was only 7, but I'm sure I've done more at one point without like bothering to, you know, look into it. Like, remember. No, I said, I mean, really display it close and examples of their specs and stuff. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I've got a sort of collection video. It's not a very good one though. Tim said, "I was told here to come." Good channel. Ramsdale said, "That reminds me, somebody moaned at me. Why didn't I like pages selling certain old gas masks?" Should be self-explanatory, yeah. Tom says 21 likes, 21 views. That's good. Mac said, "Water from a beer bottle, lol." Monetization for me. Yeah, exactly. Up in Survival said, "You do well keeping up with the chat, mate. I'd be fucked trying to do this. Tell you what, just now my throat started going a bit." Boffle said, "Flipping heck, I've just joined with 9 minutes to go." You're always bloody late. I think you had 10 minutes yesterday, didn't you? Or was you on earlier yesterday? Glenn Dart said, "If you want a good laugh, look, Google Ricky D. May MI6. Wait, it's hilarious. All right, I'll have a look." Marcus said, "At Slim Jim, this is one of the best channels, that's for sure." Cheers, Marcus. Marcus, was it you who asked about Carl's Countryside? If you can somehow email me or add me to the can you, if you've got a Google thing, ignore that, but can you do the YouTube Messenger thing? If you can add me on that, I can tell you exactly what Carl's Countryside new channel is straight away. Good guys left a sub and like that one guy sent me. No, I said they're just hanging on a wall. My opinion, but okay. Yeah, well, what am I supposed to? No, I'll use the stuff. I don't know what you really mean, mate. Yeah, they're just hanging on the wall. They've got to be just hanging on the wall. They can't float, can they? And I can't keep showing them on a stream because, you know, none of that would work, would it? Yeah. Wolf said, "Mike, you should be next James Bond." Yeah, I got my jacket. Good guy said, "I'm a collector as well." I said, "No ad, gee. Most people don't have a room for museum showcases." I said, "Carl's Country, yes, mate, I'll do the Messenger." Grandart said, "The guys were pretending to be MI6 agent. He had a fake warrant card and everything. There was a whole Facebook page dedicated to ripping the piss out of him." I'll have a look at that later. I've wrote it down. And as he said, "Vodka and water, shaken, not stirred." He knows. Mac said, "Don't forget to check out that one guy after Weapon Collectors goes offline later. Does look like he kept his word. Told you he was a good guy. Love it when channels help each other." Simon said, "That one guy is sorting you out, mate. Did you get a shout out or something?" Well, no, he come on and asked if he could do a shout out, and in return, once I said, "Better than my display of hooks drilled into the wall." Grandart said, "He actually noted on Holmes as a person of interest." Total bell end. Weapon Survival, the Shed Ninja channel seems to be down. I hope he chose to. But it's not been fucked around. Oh, I did not. I'll check that out in a minute. And that's a shame. Yeah, Shed Ninja's a decent bloke, anyway. I do like him. Lightfall said, "Love the word bell end. Always makes me smile." CD said, "I have subscribed to you good guys." Nice. Bullfrog today, Cav. Captain said, "My junk has to be kept undisplayed." Freaking wife. Number one fan said, "Paytone guy said this is where the party's at." That's good of him. Going back to Maul Ninja is also hilarious. I've heard of Maul Ninja. I'm pretty sure Electro's mentioned him before. Yeah, my throat's going now. Good luck. Good job. It's only 5 minutes left. Hopeful. So mate, new Halloween movie. What do you reckon? Not seen it yet, but I'm gonna though. It does look good. You know, it's a bit weird that they're not going to count any of the other films, but at the same time, why not? It's a proper John Carpenter film, isn't it? It's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. It's got the original Michael Myers actor in it. All that. Yeah, sounds good. Hopeful meant to be the business. Wolfrock said the weapons rival, but why? His channel has hardly any views and isn't tagged in. No, who knows? Well, that's what I mean. I suppose what he meant, Bullfrog, was maybe he took it down himself. I'll have a look after this as well. Yeah, I do like Shed Ninja. He's all right bloke, he is. Always a good laugh. And he deserves more subscribers, I think, because he puts a lot of effort into his videos, don't he? Yeah, the fucking footage is so delayed. It's about a bloody minute after I've said something. When I open that bottle makes a good sound. Sounds a bit like a grenade launcher sound of it. Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. Now you said that, yeah. I'll do an extra loud one for you. I can get it right. Hang on. But now I want to do it, don't do it. Weapons was, yeah. What I mean is, hopefully, he chose to take it down. Yeah. You never know though, because there are cunts who just flag people's stuff. Hopefully, that's not the case. Or hopefully, it was just a sort of fucking fuck up, and it's still there. You know what I mean? Learn Dart said, if you want another laugh, look up Roger Day and SS on Google, mate. This clown, I'll never forget him. Massive compulsive liar. Is that one of them pretending to be, you know, what do they call it, stolen van or whatever? Wolfrock said he has more subs than me, but like 10 times less views for some reason. Yeah, strange, isn't it? But I think it is. I don't think he tags his videos in that. And then he says, sounds like a girl I used to know. He made that noise when actually I don't think I'll go there. Fuck me, my throat was fucking bad today. Well, he might have just made him private temporarily. Yeah, could be. He don't ever do nothing like dodgy that could get him took off. Weapons, I've said sometimes I don't even like doing camo tests in case people take it as stolen valor. I remember you saying that, and yeah, but I do remember you mentioning that. And although people probably wouldn't, it's not worth the sort of risk, is it? If you know what I mean, not the risk, but you know. I like every video you make about crossbows. Oh, thank you. Bit of a strange name there, but good. I've got my old red back just there. Torch on it. The camera was on it. Put on a high raised mount so you can still see under the camera shoot. That's an O-light. The new O-light gun light. That. Press those up either side and then press them down. That's it. That's the magnetic charger again. Weapons Survival said, yeah, hopefully, mate. on about Shedwinger. I have to send him an email. I should have an email of his because he's joined in the shooting competition, didn't he? I'm gonna have to go off in a second, so we'll finish this up in a minute. Glenn Dark said to Liam, I don't think anyone would think that. You're a guy with an interest in a kit. Glenn Dark sadly had a few, but there are some people on YouTube you cannot please no matter what. Worst ones are the idiots who get obsessed over gas mask terminology. Yeah. Why can't you have that camera crossbow and Outlast? Your said, I've got Barnet recruit, but I don't have any targets to shoot. You have to get some milk bottles, milk jugs. Once I said if you use the word they don't use, you are wrong on all accounts. Can I ask why you still have the foregrip on the red back? I've never seen you use it. Purely just because I can't even take it off. I probably will take it off and put the put that light on and then put the quiver behind it. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't. Maybe I think I'll use it, and then when I do, I don't. That one guy's on. He said, hey, bro, I'm not sure who came in here, but your video was on my Discord. I guess someone was out marking. But we'll leave a like and sub. Cheers. Well, no, you got a recommendation, that one guy from, who was it? He recommended you. I'll tell you in a second. Smack Eddie recommended you. Lone Darts, and I'm entitled to wear 4 medals, but never do. Mine are all for long service and the Queen's birthday. Nothing heroic, so I don't wear them. DJ says, sorry I missed the live stream. Good night to you all. See you next time. No ad said he's off. Goodbye. Good night, mate. As I said, at least the foregrip keeps your hands clear. Yeah, I must admit, it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder to make you keep your hands low, isn't it? I don't know when you lot are getting all these things, but I've actually said that there's about a minute delay at the minute. Wolford, I really hope you play Outlast on stream, Mike, just to see your reaction. I know you're a horror guy anyway. Oh, well, I'll check that out. I'll put that on the list, actually, because I've got a list of games. I'll write Outlast down. It's on the list now. Right, I'm going to have to call it a day now because the delay is so bad that I've sort of said see you later about a minute ago and you lot still haven't even seen it yet. So, see you all later. You'll all get this in a minute or you may not. I don't know how long the delay... Well, maybe it's just on mine. I'm getting the delay of that a bloody minute. Right, so I don't know what you're getting. If it's when I said see you later ages ago, if you're getting it now. But yeah. Cheers for watching. I really don't know if you'll see this, but yeah. See you all later. Cheers for watching. If I miss anyone's comments, you know, be sure I read it. I just didn't read it out. But yeah, see you later, Marcus, Simon, Glowing Dark, Z, Captain, Liam, Kern, Hex, Stu, that one guy, Bullfrog, Temple Boo, CJ, Z, your mother, Bullfrog, and anyone else, Pocketful. See you all later. Good night.